Right, you're most welcome to this second lesson from the Holistic E-Learning platform. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you, of course, first of all, for making it here this afternoon. And want to also welcome all of you who are coming here for the first time. My name is Masava Erisa, and I will start by sharing my screen, and specifically I'm going to use my phone as I wait for the laptop to get on, and eventually we shall switch to the laptop. I want to welcome you all once again, and my name is Masav Erisa. I work with Mbali Secondary School. I work with the Holistic E-Learning platform, and we have been here for some time. While at school, I teach mathematics and ICT. So whenever you have a challenge in ICT, always approach me. But above all, whenever you have a challenge or any, please approach me. The challenge, always approach me such that we can always share one or two things here and there. My name is Masav Erisa once again, and I'm going to give chance to a volunteer to give an opening prayer. And when you're giving an opening prayer, please make an introduction. Tell us your full names. Tell us where you're coming from. And then you make that opening prayer. Of course, I'll be very excited to get that opening prayer. This is going to be our last lesson at the Holistic Learning platform, specifically for mathematics. This program was for 2 weeks. First week, we had our lesson here. Today is our second week, and it is our last math lesson. So put your hand up and give us an opening prayer. Can I get, I'm going to use a phone tentatively as we wait for the laptop to install. Can we get a volunteer to give us an opening prayer? Volunteer. Yes, Jacob. Jacob, you can proceed.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Mighty Father, we thank you for this moment. We pray as we go into this lesson. We pray for your guidance. We pray for your Holy Spirit. And we pray may you grant us your holy wisdom to help us understand each and everything the teacher is going to teach. Above all, we praise and glorify your name, Almighty Lord, you who reigns and lives forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father,
Amen.
the Son.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes, teacher. Hello?
Yes, Jacob, proceed. Sorry about that.
So, my name is Otukomola Jacob. I'm studying Uganda Matters Secondary School, Namugongo. Thank you.
All right, Jacob, you're most welcome. You're most welcome, Jacob. Thank you for that opening prayer. It was a good one. And great for us, the team that side, when you go back to Saint. You said which school is that? At least I had Namugongo. Yes, Jacob, you can remind us that school again.
Uganda Matters Secondary School, Namugongo.
All right, Uganda Matters SS Namugongo. Kindly pass our regards to that side. When you go back, I'm going to give chance to at least 2 or 3 students to say at least a word to the class, and maybe your name, full names, and at least say a word to the class. Encourage them before we break off. Preferably, I would prefer one boy and one girl. Then we start. Avi, if that is how they pronounce your name. Avia, I can't hear you, but maybe Anthony, you can pick up from there. Anthony, proceed. Anthony, open your microphone. We can't hear you if you're speaking. You're quiet. Then for Jacob, kindly have your hand go down because you have finished at least the prayer. Anthony, Anthony's hand has gone down. Anthony, don't put up the hand again because now you're not speaking. Let me give a chance to Shama. Shama, you can proceed.
My name is Abigail Nanana Shama. From Uganda Matters, Namugongo. And my word of wisdom to you guys is that hard work pays and you should never give up to keep working.
Yeah, thank you very much, Shama, from Uganda Matters Namugongo, and with that good word of wisdom. Yeah, so maybe we will get another last person. Shama has been a girl. We need to get a boy. We close this. I am trying to get my laptop on, so you will wait a little bit. Yeah, it's a good practice whenever a person says something for you to clap for them. Clapping is under reaction. Let's start by clapping for Jacob, who gave us the opening prayer. And yeah, 4 people are clapping. At least that is good. And let's for Martha, Abigail, who has given us. Abigail has given us a word of wisdom. We are going to give her thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up is like that for the one for President Museveni. Thumbs up. Good. It's under reactions. Yeah, I'm trying to get my laptop on here to take some small time and we start. Can we get the next person, preferably a boy, to say a word or two to class, but most importantly, telling us the school where you're coming from. I saw Kevin's hand up, but maybe as Kevin organizes himself, Gloria, over to you. At least say something before.
Success is built, not inherited. Success is built, not inherited.
Success is built and not inherited. Yeah, a good one from, this is Gloria. Gloria, which school is that?
St. Bali Kudembe Mukono. Dembe.
Okay, a thumbs up for Gloria. I beg your pardon, you said success is what?
Success is built, not inherited.
Yeah, success is built, not inherited. Thank you, Gloria. A thumbs up for Gloria. I've seen only one person giving a thumbs up. A thumbs up is under reaction. Yeah, that is good. Gloria, your hand can now go down.
I've forgotten. I have forgotten my hand.
Can Sorry about that. I'm still waiting for a boy's hand to at least go up and say a word to us before we can start. Someone is using anonymous. We can't give that one a chance. Okay. Do we have boys on the call here? Okay. Someone was called Mark. I saw your hand go up. Did you forget what you wanted to say? Mark, let me look for you here. Okay. Let's give Marvel. Marvel, I see your hand up. Can I at least hear a word or two from you? Is this a boy or a girl?
A girl.
Oh, a girl. It's okay. You can proceed.
I wanted to say that hard work pays, because the more you work hard, you pass, and then in the future, later on, it will pay back.
Okay, hard work pays from Marvel. Which school is that?
Gaza High.
As I school, yeah, Marvel. Yeah, that is a good one. Hard work pays. You can't be there and you don't want to work hard and you want to gain. It's obviously not possible. Yeah, so we'll start our lesson from here. I just want to get my laptop on shortly. I gave you some work that Florence, maybe the last one. Florence, you can go on.
Upside down. It's also a shortcut to down also. Have you unmuted? Okay. You can talk.
Education is the key to success.
Florence, thank you. Florence, which school is that?
Our Lady Consolata at Chireka.
Our lady from Chireka. Thank you. Your background has a lot of echoes. I'll close the microphone from here, but it was a good submission. I'll start from here. Okay. For those who have just joined in, you're most welcome once again. Was giving time to the laptop to get ready here. And now that the laptop is up, we can continue. Before we start, I see Namayanja's hand up. I'll give you the last chance to say something before we start. Namayanja, you can proceed.
Determination hard work pays.
All right, determination and hard work pays. Namayanja, which school is that?
Our Lady of Good Counsel.
Our Lady
of Good Counsel.
Okay, you're most welcome, everyone, especially Namayanja was given us from good counsel, Our Lady of that side. I want to encourage all of you to always read hard whenever you go back to your respective schools. As the holistic e-learning, we just give it a try for you to have a feel of how next term will look like across the schools where you're going to. In the previous lesson, we had introduced the very first topic in next term, but before, maybe a recap of what happened in the previous lesson is that I showed you those two books. I've also posted them on WhatsApp for you to look for them, for those who can manage to get them. These two particular books are for the government of Uganda, so therefore they are not for sale. They're in your libraries at school and wherever you are. But similar books are in bookshops. Look for book one for all subjects. I always suggest, and maybe before I even say my statement, I want to read about some of your combinations that you wish to do when you go to senior 5. I would suggest that you do some mathematics in your combination. So one of the biggest combination here at Mbale says that has math is called BCM. I'm putting just it in the chat for you to write your respective combinations. There must be 3 subjects. Which subjects do you wish to do? BCM is biology, chemistry, and math. The other combination is physics, chemistry, and math. Just post them in the chat, don't write. You could do PCB, that is biology, chemistry, physics, chemistry, and biology. Can I read about your combinations that you wish to do in A-level? Which subjects do you want to do when you go to A-level? Jacob wants to do PCB stroke math. Someone wants to do BCM. Divine wants BCM as well. Can you type in the chat which combination you'd wish to do? Peace, BCM still. Yeah, Gertrude, PCM. Gertrude wants to be an engineer. Someone using Samsung wants BCM. Someone wants to do GHM. Oh. Can I know GHM? That one I don't know. GHM is hard for me to know, but it could be, it could be geography, history, and mathematics, then ICT. Unfortunately, they can't give you mathematics with history, but you'll get the teachers, respective teachers, to advise you on which subjects you can do, but they can't give you geography, history, and mathematics. They can give you geography and mathematics, but not with history. Priscilla Joan, they want PCM stroke French. It's not possible to do PCM stroke French. French is a language, can only be given when you're doing literature, you're doing Kiswahili, like that. PCM, you only pick 3 subjects when you go to A-level. PCM, PCM, PCM. Someone wants to do art. Arts, I think. Arts combinations include history, geography. Maybe you can do HDG. For those who want to do arts, HDG is history, geography, and divinity. You can do HDL. Sorry, it's HDL, or some schools write it as HLD. You can do DEG, that is divinity, economics, and geography, like that, and so many others. PCM stroke MDD. PCM. Okay, I've had a feel of the combinations you want to do. I'll close the chat at that point. If you've not submitted, you might not. Someone wants to do head, that is history, entrepreneurship. Okay, everything that you want to do. This is my advice to you and to the parents that could be following this. Try to talk to your parents that I want to do PCM, for example. Before you go back to your respective schools, make sure they buy for you learners' books in all those 3 subjects. For example, if you want PCM, don't go back to school without a biology learner's book for senior 1. Don't go back to school without a chemistry learner's book for senior 1 and mathematics learner's book for senior 1. The one who wants to do PCM, make sure you start your combinations as early, senior 1. Make sure you start imagining the subjects you're going to do. So as you're doing other subjects so well, this one should be done extremely well, such that you don't make any mistake. Because if you don't pass these subjects at O level, they cannot give you at A level. At Mbali Secondary School, I want to give you a feel. If you want to do BCM, any science combination, the least you must have got is a B. The least you must have got is a B in all these 3 subjects. So it means you can get triple A in O level, or you can get triple B. But if you get a C, that subject is not going to be given to you at balances. Then for arts combination, the least in your combination must be a C, and it should appear only once. So if you want to do H, E, G, you can get A in history, C in divinity, and a B. The C should not be 2 of them. So something like that. Your teachers will pick it up from there. But for now, what I can say is that make sure you prioritize those subjects that are going to help you in senior 5, and you maximize them. The list should be a B in all those subjects. So the 2 books here, let your parents pick one of them and buy, or any of the books that they can find in the bookshop that is worthy for senior 1 in those 3 subjects. So also in the previous lesson, I talked about the subjects that you were supposed to have learned in senior 1 first term, and all of them are here. So I won't take long, but in term 2, we are doing topic number 6 in term 2. We skipped topic number 5 because the time was so little for you to collect all the resources we needed for you to do construction. You need a set, you need all those items. But as you come back, we may maybe go through topic number 5, or we can pick any other topic that the schools would have not taught by that time. So it's topic number 6. And by show of hands, how many people were here in the previous lesson? In the previous lesson, of course, we talked about sequences and num pattern. By show of hands, how many people were here? Yes, I see Audrey is here, Jeremiah, Peace, Patricia, Namayanja. And who else? Let me see. Titus, Courtney, that's another hard name. Benjamin, Jackie, someone using Samsung. There is Kyra, Angel, and Patience, Sugar. I think these are 3 people on one phone, and we want to really encourage that. If your friends can't get a device to join the meeting, join and invite all of them to attend with you. Of course, and many others. I remember Aiden was here. Shama is from Uganda Matters, Bongo, and many other people here were on the call. Let's put down the hands. Let me lower them from this side. Okay. In the previous lesson, we talked about sequences and num pattern. So in today's lesson, we are going to basically talk about, I will skip all these slides, all of them. I'm going to share this presentation such that you go through it for those who missed in the previous lesson. In today's lesson, our focus is going to be on generating number sequences. We are going to put all our time here learning how a sequence is generated. How do you generate a sequence is what we are going to focus on this afternoon. We will spend all our time learning how to generate the sequence, and maybe anyone who may have read ahead on how a sequence is generated can put up his or her hand and tell us, how do you think a sequence can be generated, and give us an example of a sequence. Yeah, by show of hands, how do you think a sequence is generated? And you can give us an example of a sequence. Do we have anyone in class who knows how a sequence is generated? Angelina? Angelina, please go on.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Angelina.
Hello. It's me, Vivian, but not Angelina.
Are you with
From,
Angelina?
yes.
Okay.
Sequence can be generated by adding 1.
A sequence can be generated by adding 1. Give us an example of that sequence. What can I write? For example, which number is starting your sequence?
There's
Start
2.
with 3. You want to start with 2. Okay.
Yes. 3. If you
3.
add 1, if you add 1, it goes to 4.
Yes.
Then 5.
5, and so on.
Yes.
Like that. Thank you, Lilian. And make sure Angelina also gets a chance to say something at least before the lesson ends.
Okay.
Are you from the same school, Lilian?
No, I'm Vivian.
Vivian, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Vivian's submission is that. And she has given us very good example of a sequence, and she has told us she's adding 1. Yeah, I want to get the second person. Favor's hand came up first.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. You're not talking to only me, Favor, the whole class.
I think also by multiplying by 2. Through multiplying.
Beg your pardon, Favor?
Through multiplying.
Okay, multiply for us.
Like 1 times 2, you get 2.
Yes.
Then 2 times 2, you get 4.
4.
4 times 2, you get 8.
8, yes.
Then 8 times 2, you get 16.
16, and so on. Yeah, thank you, Vivian. Favor. Favor has given us, and she's multiplying her numbers by 2. Yeah, it's a correct one. Let me hear from Aiden. Aiden.
We can generate a sequence by a specific pattern or rule that dictates how terms are related to each other.
Yes, please, Aiden, that is correct. Give us an example.
I'm going to go with division, so I will say 81, 27.
What are you doing? Dividing by?
I'm dividing by 3.
By 3, yes, proceed.
9.
9, yes.
3.
3, and so on. Yeah, this is good. She is dividing. Is Aiden a girl or a boy?
Boy.
A boy, eh? Your voice is more of a girl. Aiden has given us a sample, a shocking sample that you can as well divide and get a sequence. And he has given us a good sequence. I'll hear from Audrey, and Audrey will close this discussion.
So a number sequence is generated by a rule that joins each number to the next, like in 1, 3, 5, 7, then dash. The number that joins them, and we get 9. And we get 9. That's how the sequence is generated, because we'll keep on adding 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 until we get the next number, which forms the pattern.
Okay. Yeah, I think that is another good one. Now, Audrey, give us your sequencing.
1, 3,
1,
7, dash.
First one, 1, 3,
5,
7.
5, then 7.
Okay, maybe we can end at 5 and so on. And what is your rule you're using?
A number sequence is generated by a rule that links each number to the next.
So how were you getting the next? Which rule were you using, Audrey?
I was adding plus 2 until I got the next number.
Plus 2, correct. I think that is good. She's adding plus 2 until she gets to the next number. Yeah, Audrey Mlunji, that is good. And maybe we can end it at that point. Now, these sequences are generated. You must have a specific rule you're following. Don't have a rule that you keep changing. When you add 2, then you realize, oh, I need to subtract. That is wrong. You must have a specific rule you're following, and it must be that rule and only that. So these people have given us samples, and I must say these samples are very, very good for us. So we are going to okay, I wanted to remove the screen. We are going to see in today's lesson how sequences are generated, and specifically I'm picking the previous workers example to start with. I want to help you learn how to generate a sequence that we looked at in the previous lesson. For example, here, they're telling us you're starting with 10. You're starting with 10, then you're going to subtract 1 each time. What is the sequence that you're going to come up with? Can we write that sequence down? And I don't know whether it will be possible to post on WhatsApp. Write down this sequence, and I want to read it through your work. Put the name. Your name should appear on that paper, and today's dates. Take a photo and post on WhatsApp. Let me open WhatsApp. I want to see this sequence. The sequence is going to start with 10. When you subtract 1 from 10, you'll get what? I think that will be what? Then you write that number. You write for me the first 4 or the first 5, then put dash dash, your name, and post this work on WhatsApp. I want to sample students' work here. You might not necessarily have to put your hand up for this. I want to sample students' work. I'm going to open WhatsApp immediately, such that we get a chance to read some of your work. Let's do that very fast. Some of you have a tendency when you open these WhatsApp groups, you hurry to send funny messages there. I pray this time around when I open, we don't be so quick at posting those messages. Like I said, make sure you put your name, make sure you put the dates, make sure you have the sequence. And in no time, I'm going to open the WhatsApp group and sample whoever would have posted probably the correct sequence. Yeah, the WhatsApp group is open, and post all responses. Yeah, the first one to give us the answer is Audrey. Audrey, that is very good, Murunji, and she has got for us the sequence, and this is correct. This is correct, Audrey. The next person. Many people have put. The next person is Marvel. I'm not seeing today's dates. 21st May. Good, Marvel. And she's subtracting 1, and that is the correct one as well. Probably, I may not go through to mark, but you should know that is correct. The next person is Divinity, Divine. Failed to mention that name. But this handwriting looks like for a boy. I'm assuming this is a boy. Divine something. Okay. 1098. It's a good one as well. Then let me see. This is who? This is Judith. Judith has also written. Judith, your work doesn't have dates, but this is a correct sequence as well. Good work. This is, I'm assuming this work is for, yes, Nacheyune. Nacheyune, this is good work. Gabriela, Jacqueline, and she has even sampled us the working, and very good work, very good handwriting from Jackie. Keep that up. I see someone is typing. Maybe we are about to get some other work from Judith. Judith, I see Judith is trying to write something here, hopefully. Yeah, finally, the dates have been put. Okay. Judith, I'm waiting for your work. I saw as if you're trying to type something, or else I'm closing the WhatsApp group. Avi, which one is your problem? I see your hand is up. Avi, tell us your challenge if you have any. Those who could be not in the WhatsApp group, I'm posting the WhatsApp group link in the chat such that you are part of the class. You can't be there when you're not in the WhatsApp group, unless if you have serious reasons why you can't be in the WhatsApp group, but make sure you join. I'll go back to WhatsApp and read at least people's responses. Okay. Finally, I've seen someone called Miles, I think. Now, this last work looks very, very neat. Unfortunately, the name I've not pronounced it so well. Very neat. From Miles, I think. The dates is clear, and I think she's using a ruler to write her work, and this is so good. If you're not using the correct name, unfortunately, I can't give you a chance to. Okay, I will close the WhatsApp group here because the lesson has to continue. Don't make that call, Judith. Kindly close that call such that we can get back to class here, or else you risk to be removed from the group. End that call, end it. I don't know how you're going to do it to end that call, or whoever is on that call, please drop and get back to class. Patricia has the answer, and the handwriting is also very good. Okay, we are going to continue. I wanted you to become a rule master. I wanted you to generate this task. I gave you this activity to generate a sample of a sequence, and you post it in the chat. Then we are going to ask people to tell us the rule you could be using. This is what you're going to do. You may add, you may subtract, you may multiply, you may do anything in your rule. I want you to make your rule too complicated make it too complicated, such that if we ask the whole class, they can try so hard before they get the answer. For example, if I put my 5, is a person able to tell the 5th number? Are they able to know how you're getting those numbers? It's what I wanted us to do here. So choose a starting number. Then you write down the first 3 terms of your sequence. Share your 3 terms in the chat. Can people guess the rule you're using? And this time around, we're not going to post in the chat, but I'm going to write it for you on my screen. I'll put your name on it. Can you write down that sequence? First 3 terms, and you'll see if your friends will be able to tell the next term. Divine, are you ready? Divine, we want to start with you.
Sir, the voice is too low.
The voice, my voice.
Yes.
Sorry about that, but me, I'm very loud. I feel I'm even making noise for some people. Make sure you add your volume on your phone, maybe. Let me find out from anyone who is able to hear me. Are you able to hear me, or I'm very low, even your end? Audrey, are you able to hear? And Audrey?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so Divine or someone, make sure you check your device, because you might be the only person who is not hearing well. Audrey, I really want you to help me in the chat. If there is anything that is in the chat. And I've given you some rights such that you can open your microphone anytime you want. So I want to see who has a sample of a sequence that can tease the class, and we see if your friends can get it right or not. Put your hand up. I give you a chance to write for us that sequence, the first 3 letters. Who is ready? I gave this activity early enough for you to try it out. Avi, your hand has been up for some time, but you're not speaking. You can start from there.
The sequence is 2,
First,
3.
hold on. First, hold on. Avi, the sequence
Yes,
is 2.
3,
5, 5, yes.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Is that the sequence?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give a chance to anyone to see if they can understand your sequence and they give us the answer. Has anyone understood that Gallo's sequence? I'm lowering all your hands. Put up your hand if you've understood it and give us the answer. Okay. Jacob, what is the next number in the sequence and what is the rule she's using?
The next number in the sequence is 11, and she's using a rule of prime numbers. Since all those numbers there, they have only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself.
Prime numbers. Someone has told us this could be prime numbers, and that is Jacob seems to have predicted what this girl was doing. I want to see if any other person has a different suggestion to this. Yes, who else? I saw Patricia's hand. Patricia, do you still want to do this? Patricia, you want to? You can supplement. Patricia.
I have another sequence.
But before you bring your sequence, say something about this. Okay, let me wait for your sequence. And where is Avi? Avi, has Jacob predicted what you were doing?
Yes, he has.
Yeah, that is very good. Patricia, bring your sequence now. Patricia, tell us your sequence.
10,
Patricia.
10,
Patricia had, yes,
12,
12,
yes, 15,
15,
and 20.
20. Okay, thank you. Let's see if someone can predict your next answer. I'm lowering all your hands to give chance to whoever seen this gallows rule, and we see if you can get it right. Marvel?
Yeah, I think Carol was immediately after the first number, she subtracted, so she added 2. Then to get 15, she added 3. Then to get 20, she added 5, so she was skipping counting numbers.
I beg your pardon? On the first one, she added?
On the first one, she added 2. On the second, she added 3.
Mm.
Yes, on the second, she added 3. Then on the last one, she added 5. Also, she was adding prime numbers.
She was adding what?
Prime numbers.
So what is your next answer?
My next answer would be 27.
27. Okay. 27. Let's pray that is what she was doing. Otherwise, what if she refuses? This is the Marvel.
Yes.
Marvel is from Gaya's High School. Okay. Marvel has tried to do this, and she's telling us adding prime numbers. Okay. I wanted to see if anyone has any other alternative way. Yes, Shama.
I have another sequence.
Hey, another sequence. No, I want maybe Shama, you'll come. Patricia first confirm. Is this Patricia first confirm if they have predicted your sequence?
Yes, it's correct.
That was so good. Your sequence was very complicated. I nearly failed to see that pattern. But thank you. That was Marvel for predicting it for us. I'd given a chance to Shama. Shama, you can give us your sequence.
My sequence is 1, 3, 6,
First wait, Shama.
10.
Shama, first one. This is 1,
3,
3, yes.
6,
6, yes.
10.
10. Okay, leave it there. And we get someone to tell us the sequence. I'm putting down all your hands. Can we get a person to give us the sequence? Audrey must have seen it, but Audrey, first hold on. I want to hear from Priscilla. Either Priscilla or Joan, who is using that microphone.
Priscilla.
Yes, Priscilla, you can proceed.
In her sequence, she has said 1, 3, 6, 10. So in order to get the next number, let's say from 1 to 3, she adds 2. From 6 to 3, she adds 3. From 6 to 10, she adds 4. So she's using counting numbers to get her next number. So the next number would be 15.
The next number would be 15. And this is, you said who?
Pardon?
This is Joan. You said this is Joan.
Priscilla.
Hey, Priscilla. Now, Joan, make sure you tell us some answers, please, such that the people are all learning. Priscilla says they are adding counting numbers. Now, I want to confirm from who gave us this. Shama, have they predicted your sequence, or you still want someone else?
Yeah, they have.
flowers for you. She has predicted for us this. Can I get the last boy to give us the last sequence, a boy? Make sure now boys' sequences must be harder slightly. People are easily predicting this. I want to sample boy here at random such that you give us a sequence. Okay, Jacob, you can take it up from there.
Mine is 0.
0. Yours is hard. Okay.
1.
1.
-7.
-7. Okay.
20.
20.
-24.
-24. Okay. Is this enough?
Yes.
I'm going to lower people's hands and we see if anyone can guess this right. All your hands are down. Put your hand up and get us this answer. Try to put it in the book. Try to write it somewhere and predict for us this. It seems to be a hard one. Let me try it as well. 0, 1, -7, 20, -24. Waiting for your hands to come up. I'm assuming you're trying it out. And I'm going to say if you're defeated, you let me know. Okay, people are keeping quiet. Can we go to reaction? And I want to confirm what could, yes, Jeremiah. Good, Jeremiah has put up the hand.
I'm not sure if it's correct, but 101.
101. Tell us the reason.
Teacher, how my teachers taught me is, how do I explain it in a simple way? Because the teachers explained it to me was hard. Okay, so the first thing is you find the differences between the consecutive terms. Like the numbers which are consecutive to each other, you find the difference between both of them. Like now 1 minus 0, you get 1. -7 minus 1, you get -8. 20 minus -7, you get 27. -20 minus 20, you get 44. I mean 44, sorry. So then you continue adding those numbers. Then after that, you identify the pattern in the differences. The differences are 1, -8, 27, -44. After that, you find the next difference, which is like 5 what? 5 to the power 3, I think. It's equals 125. Now I'm going to explain, people are not going to understand. That's the thing.
But at least you've tried. Let me, thank you, Jeremiah. You've given us your answers. 101. There are many hands up. Let me find out from them. And then if the answer turns out to be 101, Jeremiah, you'll come back and make us understand sequence C, how to identify that pattern. So kindly organize it such that you make the class understand. Avi?
Personally, I think this sequence is wrong because I've tried all my possible ways and I've failed to get an answer.
Okay, Avi confirms this is a wrong sequence. We will have to add you here such that we request someone to confirm if this is a correct sequence or not. Okay, Harvey has declared it wrong. Any other person? There is this person using that one kid. What's your name?
My name is Annie.
Annie?
Yes.
How do you spell Annie?
Annie.
Annie. Okay.
I think that the pattern is that each term is the sum of the previous 3 terms.
Okay, first give me your last answer. Annie, and your microphone. Sorry about that. What's your last answer? The next answer, the sequence.
The next number on the sequence, it confused me to get it, but that's the only thing that I've understood from this thing. So yeah, that's what I got.
At least you try and tell us. You try to sample. Sample for us. What do you think would have been the next? Is it above 100? Sample for us. Annie, you can't leave it at that. Annie, okay. Annie has complicated. It's rhyming with what Avi told us that sequence could be wrong. Avi, do you want to correct? Okay, let's hear from Jacob himself. Why do you bring this ad? Jacob, is this start with answering Avi? Is this a wrong sequencing?
Yeah, it seems because, yeah, she's correct. I made a mistake because instead of negative 24, it's supposed to be negative 44. So it was kind of a mistake. I didn't wear my glasses, so I didn't see it well. Sorry.
Also, about that.
So
okay, maybe you can
just
pick it
change
up.
negative 24 to negative 44.
Negative 44. Okay, we may not
Yeah.
give it another time. Just tell us what to do here. What is the next number?
81.
81.
Yes.
And how are you getting it?
I'm getting it by, when you're answering this question, you add one first cube number, like when I add 0 plus 1, I'll get 1. Then I subtract the second cubed number, which is 8. So 1 minus 8, I get negative 7. Then again, I add again the third cubed number. That's negative 7 plus 27. I get 20. Then I subtract again the next cubed number, which is 64. Then I subtract 20 minus 64 to give me negative 44. Then again, I add the next cubed number to give me 125. So when I add 125 plus 44, gives me 81.
Okay, we will leave it at that. All of you, I will assume you have become a rule master. You know how to generate a rule and you know how to help people understand some other people's rules. So I will leave it at that. Thank you everyone who has given us a rule, and kindly continue reading more about these rules. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn how to generate rules using a sequence. You realize that people have been giving us sequences that confuse. Some of them may not come out, like you've seen Jacob's sequence. He has written it, but almost the whole class failed to get the answer. So we need to understand, if I tell you to generate for me a sequence, I want to have a formula such that everyone comes up with a sequence, but it must be a standard formula. Now, I want to put a disclaimer, not even a disclaimer, but I want to inform some people here who may have anyone. Let me, by show of hands, if you've ever bought Yaka. Now it's called Light. Have you ever bought Yaka, that token? Have you ever seen a token of Yaka, the one they put? Let me hear from Matthew. Matthew, have you ever seen Yaka? And give us an explanation. How do you see those numbers? How many are they roughly? Can they be like how many? Matthew, and start from there. Okay, Matthew seems not to be ready. Avi seems to have ever bought. Now, Avi, I wanted to start by warning you, your camera is on, and just in case you're not sure of what you're showing us, you might have to turn it off. You may accidentally do something wrong. Avi, you can start from there. The Yaka token, how many digits are those?
And to me, it's about like 26 numbers.
Yes.
26
Are you
numbers
sure?
to me.
Avi, do you think if given chance, you can predict that number? Given chance. Is it a sequence?
26.
Avi, I can't hear you.
26.
Yes, there are 26. I'm saying if given chance, if I give you a chance, that Avi, you're my friend, now I am broke, I don't have money, but my house is out of power. Are you able to predict? Can you predict the token? There are 26. Can't you predict the next numbers and you get the token without having to pay money?
Okay. I've changed my answer. There 20, but let me predict them.
There are 20 what?
39. I've changed my answer. There 20.
Yes, you can proceed. 39.
88.
3988.
07.
07. Okay, first tell me, when I load this, is it going to work, first of all?
There's a probability that it will or may not.
Okay, now Avi has given us a sample. The confidence here is too much that it may work, but I want to believe it will work because Avi, you don't know the formula those people use. There is a formula they use to generate that token. So not until you go into their system and understand, now that is called computer science, you may not know. But if you advance yourself, and if you're interested in predicting the token, make sure you do maybe PCM in A level, and they give you ICT. Then when you reach university, you do computer engineering. You can easily predict. They can hire you, or maybe people can hire you to be doing those tokens that are very hard to predict by other people. And anyone can do computer science. It's 5 years at the university. It's like medicine. So it's hard, not until you determine, you're supposed to understand that formula they use for you to know why are they putting 3? Of course, 3 could be the starting number. Then from 3, why are they putting 9? So from 9, why do they put 8? There is a formula they use. And once you're able to tell that formula, in computer, we call you a hacker. And a hacker is a person who gets access to something without permission. With permission or without, but for good reasons. You can get for us that formula and we learn from it. So if you do that, you'll get a lot of money. So I want to show you how these formulas are generated. I may not manage to generate the one for Yaka because that is reserved to Meme and UECDL. It's reserved to them. But I want to show you the formula, how they generate this. Now, the formula is always having N. And the N stands for counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. N starts with that. And all formulas that they use in computer science use these counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. All of them, any formula that Okay. I don't know what caused that, but internet got off here. And I'm seeing some people went off as well that side. Okay, I was telling you that these people sit down and agree. People who are paying 10,000, which formula do we use? 20,000, about 100,000, and so on like that. They agree on the formula, and it's the one they use to generate those numbers. And we're going to attempt to generate some numbers. For example, I want to ask you to generate a sequence whose formula is 2n, a sequence whose formula is 2n. I want you to generate a formula, a sequence whose formula is 2n. I'm assuming if Umeme team have agreed that whoever will be buying a token for money that is below 1,000, the formula is 2n. So this is how we generate it, 2n. Our sequence will be, the first number will be 2n. Remember, our n values start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Now, that is Angel, Patience, and Kayla. You're over smiling that side. I am assuming you're writing, or else we shall put you out of the meeting. I'm joking anyway. 2n, I'm telling you that n represents the set of counting numbers, and it will be 2n. So the first value when n is 1, what will be the value? It will be 2. When n is 2, it will be 2 times 2 to give us 4. Then the other one will be, this is what I'm doing. Our n to n, but n values start from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, like that. So when n is equals 1, what will be the answer? It will be 2 times 1. This answer is 2. That's why you see 2 here. Then when n is 2, it will be 2 times 2 to give us 4. That's why you're seeing 4 here. Then when n is 3, this will be 2 times 3 to give us 6. So our next answer here is 6. So from 6, it will be 8, it will be 10, and so on like that. So if this is a Umeme, if Umeme has agreed that this is how we are going to be generating our token, when you put your money, you will see a code like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like that. That's why I told Avi that you may not easily predict that value. That is how those digits come. There is a formula they use, and in computer science, this formula can be hacked, and you can get it. That's why you hear people are selling Yaka tokens at cheap prices, because they may have hacked into that formula. And their formula is changed, I think, every day. They change it every day to avoid people getting free electricity. Yeah, so is there any question here? Or I want to give you a sample. I want to give you a formula and you generate for me the sequence. Any question? Make sure you ask a question here. And before I go to the next thing, put your hand up. Namayanja. Namayanja, proceed. Namayanja, I've ever given you a chance. You can't open your microphone. I really don't know. Yes, proceed.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
I thought that I 8. And I'm saying 6.
You need to follow the formula. You need to follow the formula. Can someone explain to us why is it 6, not 8? Namayanja seems to have not seen it. Why is that 6, not 8? Marvo, you can proceed. Give it a try.
According to me, I think that 6 is not 8 because 3 times 2 is 6, and according to n, the third number is 3. So suppose 2n means that you multiply every number inside by 2. So when you multiply by the 3 by 6, you get, sorry, the 3 by 2, you get 6.
You get 6, not 8. Okay. Namayanja, you seem to have heard that. We are
Yes, I've
following.
understood.
Yes, we are following counting numbers, and I'm going to give you a sample. Let me give you a sample of a formula here. Let me put my formula here, a sample of a formula. The formula that we are going to try is going to be 3n plus 2. What is going to be that sequence? And how do we get it? That is our formula. Our sequence will be equal to, the sequence will be, and of course you should know that n values, n is always equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. and so on, like that. N values always move from there. So I'm going to get the first answer. How do I get the first answer? I get, I want to put my working here. My formula, I'm assuming this is what the Umeme people have chosen to use. Now they have changed. When n is equals 1, what is going to be my first answer? It will be 3 times 1 plus 2. This will be the same as, this is the same as 3 plus 2 to give me my answer as 5. So my first answer becomes 5. So when n is 2, what is my answer? It will be 3n plus 2. This will be 3 times 2 plus 2. This will be 6 plus 2 to give me my answer as 8. So this, my second one, becomes 8. The next one, like that, like that. When n is 3, when n is 3, what is going to be the answer? Can I get that answer? Put when n is 3, what is the answer? And you're going to put your answers in the chat before I give Aiden a chance to say something. When n is 3, what will be the answer? I'm opening in the chat. I want you to post the answers in the chat. The chat is open. When n is 3, someone is saying, Aiden is saying the answer becomes 11. Jacob is confirming that the answer is indeed 11. Avi confirms 11. Okay. Everyone, Jackie, Audrey, Priscilla, and Joanne, Sonia, everyone is confirming that. Alvin, yes, Matthew, Namayanja, everyone is confirming 11. The chat is closed. Okay, let's confirm if the answer is 11. This will be 3n plus 2. So my n is what? My n is 3. So where there is n, I'll put 3. This will be 3 times n. Sorry. Times 3 plus 2. So this is 9 plus 2. Give me the answer as 11. Good. The answer is 11, and that is correct. Those who got 11, clap for yourself at least, because this is very important. If your answer had 11, yeah, Jacob, good. Marvel, I see. 8 people are clapping for themselves, including Avi, Divinity, Divinity. There is Gertrude, yeah. Okay, 17 people are clapping for themselves. That is good. What if n is 4? When n is 4? What is going to be the answer when n is 4? Yeah, Audrey.
14.
The answer is going to be 14. Miles, what is the answer?
14.
14, good. Jeremiah, what is the answer?
14.
Okay. Can I get Angelina or Vivian to tell us their answer and how they got it? Angelina or Vivian? Who is that one?
Angelina.
Okay, Angelina, what is your answer?
My answer is 14.
14. How did you get 14? Let me write for you from this side.
When it's 4,
Okay, Angelina, your microphone is making noise. Get a better place. We do this. And
it will be 3 times n plus 2. 3 times 4 plus 2. The answer will be 14.
this is 12 plus what?
Plus
That should
2.
be Vivian telling you what to do. Vivian, your time will come now. Stop confusing Angelina. Angelina, this when you add, you get 14? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Angelina confirms that this is 14. And therefore, everyone who got 14, clap for yourself at least, because Angelina has confirmed it from that side. Okay, I'm going to, I don't see people clapping for themselves. It's 9 people, 10 people. Good. Okay, let's give a thumbs up to Angelina, at least who has given us that correct answer. Good. Yeah, so basically that is how we use a formula, and I'm going to give some task here for you to try out, and you're going to post your work on WhatsApp. I'm giving you a formula that is very hard. Get where to write, get your answer. The first people to give us their correct answer, we will see if we can display it for the rest of the class. The rule is you write your name on that paper before you take a picture. Write your name, Masava Erisa, for example. Then you put today's dates. Whether your paper has dates, just put the dates just next to your name, such that I am sure what you're writing, written it today. I think that is clear. I'm displaying a very hard formula. It will be for only those few who have understood how to generate the sequences that will get this right. I will assume you're ready. By show of hands, how many people are ready? This is a hard formula. I want to see how many people are ready. 4, 5, 7 people are ready. Okay. If 7 people are ready, I can display. The formula is here. It's 8n minus 5. 8n minus 5. I'm going to give you some small time. Let me put a timer here. We are timing it for just 1 minute. and your answers will be posted on WhatsApp. 1 minute. Okay, let's make them 2 minutes. 2 minutes. If your work is ready, we are going to post it on WhatsApp. Yeah, we are using 2 minutes, so I'll leave my timer there such that we get to know who gets this right. Yeah, you still have 28 seconds. And if you get done, go ahead and post your work on WhatsApp. Yeah, so time up. Let's have the work on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp group is open. The first person to put the answer, I will assume that would be the first person who have got this answer. Your time is up. I may not add any other minute. Yeah, this was so quick. From Davi, hey, people are very serious here. Davina, Divine, I think, was the first to give us this. We need to get up for this one. That is good. The second one was, the second person was Miles. Miles has been so consistent. This is very good work. We will come back to confirm. Now, Miles, you did not tell us the sequence. Tell us the sequence. The first one is 3, yes. How about the next? Yes, Miles, get us the sequence.
At first, the sequence.
Sorry?
At first, I never knew the sequence.
Okay, you can proceed and get the sequence. Organize your answers and make a sequence.
Okay.
This is who someone has posted work but without a name from a WhatsApp name that is called Achang Grace. I pray that you put your name there. Marvel, Marvel has really got it also. But now Marvel's handwriting has almost changed. This one must have been a terrible, terrible one. The speed must have been terrible. Yeah, this is good as well. I see the sequences are coming up. Audrey didn't succeed in the first one. This time round, she has it, though she has not organized the sequencing. Audrey, while you're taking a picture, you did not put the sequence in your picture, but your work seems to be good. I request that you retake that picture such that the sequence is seen. Who else is here? This is Patricia. The sequence is seen. But the speed was terrible. Okay. Yeah. The next person here is who? Next person is who? Let's see. No name. Sorry, this one no name. But he got the answers but did not put the sequence. Can you organize your work such that you give us the sequence like I was doing? This is Patricia. Patricia, sequence is seen, correct. Then who else is here? It's Sonia. Good handwriting from Nakibuka. Sonia, very, very good handwriting from Nakibuka. Then Flavia, Flavia has what here? Benita. Benita has the first term, not the sequence. Still, this is good. And then Jacqueline, finally, it's here. Jacqueline, this time round, you didn't get it first. This is correct as well, Jackie. And you continue to maintain your very good handwriting. Hashim. Okay, I will leave it at that. Allow me to close this group for now, such that we continue. I will sample, of course, everyone's work. Unfortunately, I can't sample all, but this is very good work. Maybe let me sample the very last. The very last was Miles. Miles has finally put, I don't see the sequence here. I see the first term, second term, but you have not organized it to make a sequence. But yes, I know you can do it. Avi didn't take a picture, but she was trying to do it. That is good. Then Aiden also was trying to do it, and so on. So let's get back to class. Yeah, that was good. That was good. The next one is, now if you did not get the first one, get the second one. I'm going to sample for you. Can someone give us the first term? Jeremiah, do you want to start? Show the class how you got the first term, which is number 3. Jeremiah, you can start from there.
The first term, you say when n is equals to 1, get 8 times 1 minus 5, which is 8 minus 5.
N is equal to, you're moving very fast, Jeremiah. It's 8
times 1 minus 5, which is 8 minus 5, which is equals to 3.
Which is equal to 3. Good. Sorry, 3, not 13. 3, yes. The next person, Jackie, I saw your work was good. Give us the next term.
When n is equal to 5, when n is equal to 2, 8 times 2 minus 5.
Yes.
You get 16, and 16 minus 5, which is equal to 11.
Okay, this is good. Thank you, Jackie. When n is equal to 3, can I know when n is equal to 3? What is the answer? Jacob, you can pick it up from there.
When n is 3, we shall get n times 3. 8 times 3 minus 5.
Yes.
We get 24 minus 5 to give us 19.
Give us 19. Okay. Can someone compile for us this? Gertrude, you've not talked to us. Gertrude, okay, Gertrude, microphone is not correct. Gertrude, you can't hear us. Okay, Sasha, organize for us this sequencing. What will be the sequencing? It will be 3.
It will be 3, 11, 19, 27.
27, yes.
Then 35.
35, yes. The next one is what? Okay. Now, Tasha, thank you, Audrey. Audrey has given us that. I want to tell you something here. This one is called the first term. Close the microphone. This one is called the first term. I'll close people's microphone from this side. This is called the first term. This is called the second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. In other words, this one I'm saying this is the first term, the second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. What will be the sixth term? Someone should tell us the fifth term. And if I skip some numbers, what will be the 97th term? The sixth term is what? How about the 97th term? Is this possible? Okay, let me hear from people. There are some students here who are very good. Of course, I'm going to give chance. The last question is hard. So if you are putting up the hand, let me lower. I want whoever has not spoken anything to do for me the sixth term, if you've not spoken anything. Otherwise, those many hands, I want to see them for those who have been trying this out. And can you start preparing the answer to the 97th term? But for the first term, leave it for some people who have not spoken. At least people who have not been saying something to give us the sixth term as you buy time to do the 97th term. And who has not spoken here to give for us the sixth term? Of course, it's also equally hard. Yes, Angel and your team, who is doing for us this?
What the three?
It is 43. 43, can you tell us how you got 43?
8 times 5. N is equals to 4. Shut up.
Is equal to 4.
5. 8 times
5. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
6.
6, yes, it's N is equal to 6 because we're looking for the sixth term.
8 times 6. 8 times 6. Minus 5. Oh, see. 48 minus 5.
All right, this gives us 43, and this means this girl's answer is correct. Now, I want to hear from the generals who could have got this right. What is the answer for the 97th term, the very last term? If you're sure of how to get it, your hand should go up. Start by telling us the answer, then you go ahead and correct, give us the steps. I'm lowering everyone's hand. Now, put up your hand if you have the right answer. Okay. Aiden, give us the answer.
The answer for the last question is 771.
771. Let me open the chat and see people's answers before you give us your working. Is everyone having 771? Post your answers here. 771, Jacob, good. Patricia, good. Okay. This is good. Okay, so can I know how you got your answer? Thank you, that was Aiden. Now I'm picking someone else to give us this answer. Let me see. Who else has not spoken here the whole day? I've not heard from Patricia since she gave us the first answer. Okay, Patricia, tell us how you got your answer.
Since it's we shall multiply 97 times 8 and we shall get 776.
Okay, go 0. Minus what? 5.
Minus
So
5, which will give us 771.
1 what?
771.
Yes, this is the answer. Okay. Yeah, thank you for that answer, of course. Yeah, this is how these answers are generated using a formula. Now, if you are the person who is selling Yaka or any company that is dealing with these secret codes, this is how this code will look like. I'm going to force it down here. Let me put it here. It is going to be, can someone read for us that code using a computer language? A computer language you read without commas. Computer, when you're reading that, like a Yaka token, who is reading for us that fine one? Timothy, you've not said anything. Timothy, you can give us that. How will that number look like? Timothy? If Timothy is not ready.
Yes, master.
Yes, proceed. How will it be? It will be 3. Timothy, you're not ready?
No.
Proceed. 3.
I'm not serious.
You're not serious?
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Avi, you can give
music.
us that code. It's okay. You can close your microphone. Avi, pick it up from there.
Okay.
3,
Yes.
874.
Where are you getting 8?
Oh.
The sequence is clear. It is 3, 11.
3, 11.
Yes.
9, 1.
9.
1, 9.
1, 9, yes.
2, 7.
2, 7, yes.
3, 5.
3, 5, yes.
4, 3.
4, 3, yes. Of course, we don't know the next one, but after some time, you will reach 771 like that. These are the digits you always see when we request for Yaka. The digits always look like that. They have a formula they use, they generate it, and then give us those codes we always use. I think that is what I wanted to clarify. When Avi attempted to give us a Yaka token, I wanted to assure you the Yaka token was not going to work because you didn't know what you were even telling me. But now that you have an idea, invest a lot of time to those Yaka digits and you can always predict that formula. And I'm going to teach you how to predict these formulas in the next lesson. In the next slide, sorry. I'm going to show you how these formulas are predicted. I want you to relax a little bit because this next slide that I'm about to talk about is very important. Very, very important. I've showed you how these formulas are used, and I want to show you now how do these formulas, how are they generated? Before maybe I bring that, have your hand is up. Ask.
I accidentally left it up. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Okay. I'm going to close everyone's microphone and we are going to get straight to how do these people come up with these formulas in the next slide. So I'm going to skip all these slides. I'm skipping all these slides to go specifically to this slide. Yes, I want us to learn how do they generate these formulas in the next slide. So I want you to relax. Make sure you're ready to listen to this. If you get a Yaka token, are you able to tell the formula they use? And of course, if you discover that formula, never tell anyone because they will arrest you. This is a combination of mathematics and ICT. If anyone ever gives you a sequence, you can easily get that formula the person is using, then you can predict the remaining answers. Of course, what is up next is a bit hard. I want to hear some jokes from students. If you have any joke, put your hand up and tell us a joke for people to smile a little bit, and we proceed. Going to open everyone's microphone, and you start by testing, at least say hello. We make sure we're able to hear you talk.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Yeah, that is good. Okay, we can stop here.
Hi, my name is Joan.
Just set
Hi.
testing.
Hi guys.
Wagwan. Hi people. Wagwan.
Okay. Let's give chance to Timothy. Now let's all listen. Timothy is going to tell us something, at least to make all of us laugh a little bit. Right. Timothy, over to you.
Kayla.
Timothy.
Master Chirichi.
Make sure you make people laugh here. Timothy, are you able to hear me?
Wagwan.
Okay, yes. Timothy doesn't seem ready. Miles, first give me the host rights. First give me those rights. I don't know how I lost them. Miles, transfer those.
Wagwan.
Let's all stand up, praise the Lord.
Wagwan. Oh.
Miles, okay. Can you put your hand up and give us a word? Who is giving us a joke? Who is giving us a joke? Put your hand up and tell us something that will make us smile. Put your hand up. I had given a chance to Timothy, but where I stopped from, I don't know. Jacob, do you have something funny to tell us? Yes, Florence, let me first open people's microphones. Don't keep talking when Florence is talking. Florence, are you able to hear us now? Florence? Florence, open your microphone.
Hello.
Okay. Florence, we are not hearing you. If you're talking, we can't hear you. Florence, I can't hear you. Okay. I think people here don't have funny stories. I'm giving you the last chance to give us a funny story. Your hand should go up if you're sure of the funny story. People here don't watch comedy, or what is it? Angel, who is Angel? On the right or on the left? The one with the rosary, or who is Angel? That one. Then who is Patience? Patience obviously has to be this other girl. That one. She's shy. Okay. Then Priscilla and Joan. Let me see who is Priscilla. The one with the specs must be Priscilla. That one I can easily guess. Priscilla. Hey, Joan is the one with specs. Priscilla, hi, all of you have specs. Okay, the one with much hair must be Joan. Must have. Okay. Then the one with the rosary is Priscilla. Then let me see here. This one using Galaxy tablet. Galaxy tablet, unfortunately, your name is not on. Then someone is using Infinix with specs, and I can't see your name as well. Marvel from Gaya's High School, at least I've seen. Marvel has earrings and she has plaited hair. Okay, we will leave it at that. Put your cameras off such that we can continue. Put your cameras off, put your cameras off, put your cameras off. Namayanja, your camera, close it, close, Priscilla, close. Okay, we are going to, Jacob, did you have something to make all of us laugh? Jacob, you can give it a try. Proceed.
Once upon a time, there were animals, a tortoise and a bird, and there was a party. Then they told them to choose their names. So the tortoise chose his name altogether, animals. So whenever they would bring food or anything, they would ask, who is this? He'd say all together, and he would eat it, showing his gluttony. So you should learn to pick names.
Yeah, we should learn to pick our names because you may pick a wrong name. Okay, that is a good one for the tortoise. I read of that story, and I'm told that last they threw the tortoise down and it fell down and it broke into parts. And what you see on the tortoise are actually wounds. Katni, that's how they pronounce the name. Avi, is that a joke as well?
I have a suggestion instead of a joke.
I don't know. Yeah, if it doesn't take long because we want to put the slide.
I suggest that you let us type in chat because some of us have friends that are in our schools and we want to chat.
Hey, no, I will not open the chat. Okay. Maybe I will open the chat towards the end. We may not have enough time. Okay, let's proceed with how to generate the. Okay. We are going to continue. Now, what I'm about to show you is the most sensitive part of this chapter. And if you're given a sequence, how do you generate a rule? And I don't know whether we are together. For those who have been following, we want to predict how do they get the Yaka token. If they give you a Yaka token, are you able to tell? Or for those who have been going to, unless you people are so young, you did not use mobile money. I mean, you did not use the airtime scratch cards. Hey, now don't post the tortoise. Okay. The airtime scratch cards were 14 digits. If you have Google, can you check how a ATM scratch card used to look like? It was a small thing like this. So how would you predict airtime? If, for example, they show you the first term, and I'm going to give you an introductory task here. The first one is, how do you generate the formula? And I want us to look at that sequence that I have put for you there. Tell me the next 3 terms of this sequencing. Let's get to our papers, let's get to our books, and we get the next 3 terms of this sequencing. And of course, let's use 1 minute. Maybe let's make them 2. 1 minute and a half. 1 minute and a half, 1.5 minutes. Okay, let's see. Let's try that out. I want to see the next 3 terms of that sequencing. The sequence is there. It looks simple. What are the next 3 terms of that sequencing? And once you're ready, your answers are ready, you're going to put the answers in the chat. Countdown. Yeah, 2 hands are already up. 2 hands are already up. But let's give it time for everyone to finish. Aiden must have got this first. And Annie must have got it second according to the hands. Then many people have the answers. Jeremiah, Audrey, someone using Galaxy tab. There is Jacob got it, Patience. came in later, or Angel. Jackie has also got it finally. Okay, let me open the chat such that you can put. I think we can, no, time won't allow. Let's just put them in the chat. Or maybe writing in the chat would take really long. Take a picture and post on WhatsApp. Take a picture and post on WhatsApp. Now we started a bit late, so we will enter slightly. I will request that we use the next 10 minutes after the end of the lesson to finish this. We will enter about 10 minutes. So don't hurry to go off because we must finish this. I'm going to open WhatsApp such that you post your answers there. Don't send directly to my inbox because I'm not reading those inbox messages. Our time is up, and can we post the pictures on WhatsApp? The first person to get the answer, the second, can see. Yeah, I want to see who posts the answer first. The first answer. Hey, sorry, I told you not to. I did not emphasize names, but Divine, huh? This name is hard to pronounce, but this person, whether a girl or boy, has been very, very consistent. Then Aiden also has not taken a picture, but has just written, Aiden, this is good. Then the next person is Jeremiah, 384552. Okay? The answers look different. Yeah, Jeremiah, your answers look different. You might have to check them. And then answers look different even from Jacob. Jacob has a different answer. Huh? Jacob could be having the right one. Don't send a view once picture. It will not make it easy for us to see your main times. Audrey has that as well. Who else has the answer? I'm about to close the WhatsApp group. About to close the WhatsApp group. I'm giving chance to this one who is typing. Immediately you finish. Meanwhile, Patricia's put here as well. Patricia has 22, 27. Okay. Then this is who? Miles. Miles has 22, 27, 32. Good. This is Jeremiah has corrected 22, 26, 31. Still Jeremiah, it has some error. Jeremiah, you have to check that work again. Jackie has 22, 27, 32. Good. Then this is Jacqueline still. Jacqueline has sent it twice. This is good still. Who is this? Aiden, finally. Aiden has 22, 27, 32. Aiden, I'm getting worried. You may not be having where you're writing. Why is it that I've not seen your book throughout? I've not seen your book throughout the work. I really don't know why you can't post your book here. It's possible that you're not writing. But nevertheless, I'm seeing the answers. Yeah, and so on. So I'll close the chat at that point. So most likely everyone is having the answer that is, I'm not using a phone. Oh, Aiden is not using a phone. Oh, I understand now. Okay. Jackie? Jackie, tell us your answers. Jackie, tell us your answers.
22, 27, and 32.
Correct. I think everyone has 22, 27, and 32. Let me see the correct answer here. The correct answers are, sorry. We do here. Most likely the correct answers are those ones. Then I wanted us to get the 20th term. What do you think the 20th term is? The 20th term, what do you think it is? What do you think the 20th term is? Who can get the 20th term? You realize it's going to be very hard for us to get the 20th term. It's going to be very, very hard. But let me see someone trying out to get the 20th term. I'm going to give this 2 minutes. I'm going to give it 2 minutes. Let me give it 2 minutes. I've given this 3 minutes, the 20th term. Actually, we are getting the 20th term and the 31st term. Those two, 20th and the 31st term. List them very fast. I want to see the answers. How I wish you can get the answers in 3 minutes. I'm counting down. I'm lowering all your hands. Put up your hand if you've got the 20th and 31st. Okay, I see hands up. I'm going to open the chat to give me the answers. Or maybe before I open the chat, let me give chance to those that got this out very fast. Find out the name. I can't give that person a chance. Aiden, what is your answer?
The 20th term is 97 and the 31st is 152.
And then the 31st term is 100 and what?
52.
52. Okay, Jacob, you have the same answer?
Yes, the 20th term is 97 and the 31st term is 152. She's correct.
Okay, that could be correct. Now, this is the complex one. Who can get me that one? 100 term. Who can guess? Aiden, do you have the answer? 100 term. Do you have the answer? Alvin is worried. Aiden, can I hear you? Do you have the answer? Is the answer near? Is that going to be easy? Let me see in the chat if people...
I'm still trying to get it.
Are you sure you're going to get 100 term? Okay, let me hear from any other person. Is there any suggestion? This one, I give you how many minutes to get this answer. Someone should write in the chat, how many minutes do you need to get this answer? How many minutes? How many minutes? Is 1 minute okay? 5. Someone needs 5 minutes. So Audrey needs 5. Someone who needs 3. You people, if I give you 5 minutes, even if I give you 10 minutes, you're going to make mistakes in the 100th term. It's very complex. Someone has got it. Aiden? Aiden has got it. Aiden. Huh? Aiden, do you have the answer?
Yes.
What is the answer?
Since the answer is 497.
497, yes. So how did you get it? You listed all of them.
No, because the 20th term was actually 97. So if I'm to get the 100, I multiplied 20 times 5, that's 400, and plus the 20th term, that was 97. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That was a good idea. But some people who were requesting for time, you realize Audrey needed more time. People here needed more time. And let me hear, this is who? This is Annie. Annie, did you have the answer?
Yes, I got the answer. I got the same answer of 497. But what I used...
You got the answers what? 100?
147, but what I used to get it was... Can I explain?
Yeah, you can explain.
Okay. So we already have the 31st term 152. So what I did, I got 152 equals to A plus 31 take away 1 times 5. So then after I did 152 equals to 30.5. Then I did 152 plus A. No, 152 equals to A plus 150. And then I got A equals to 152, take away 150. Then I got A equals to 2. Okay, it's kind of complicated. I don't think I can explain it well.
It's complicated, but I've loved the fact that you gave it a try. Now, this brings us to what Audrey had suggested, that to get this, we need 5 minutes. Now, 5 minutes, still you would not get this. And I'm not sure if Aiden has also got it right, but this brings us to our topic that I talked about, we need to know the term. We need to know which formula they're using. You realize that it was easy for us to get the previous answers. You remember when I had asked you about the 30th term and so on, people were getting the answers easily because they had the formula. So you realize that for such a sequence, to get this easily, we need a formula. We need a formula, and I'm going to show you how to generate this formula. And once you generate the formula, then it is going to be very easy to get the 100th term, even the 1000th term, even any term that you want. And that's why I'd requested for about 10 minutes to the lesson such that we learn how to get this formula, because as you go into your respective schools, this is where you're going to get your activity of integration, how to determine a formula of a sequence. And allow me go straight to that. We need to learn how to get this formula before we can sort of search it. You can see now the next term was too hard. 257th term. Is this easy to get? It's very hard. And if you use your brain, you might need 2 hours to get this term. But when you have a formula, it is very easy. Now let's see, how do we get a formula? For those who are following, if you are to get the Yaka token, you need a formula, and this is what we need now. And there is, of course, a welcome note there, but I want us to use this example. There is a sequence here, 3, 7, 11, 15. If they asked you to get the next 3 terms, it is very easy for us to get the 3 terms. But of course, the next 3 terms is 19, 23, 27, like you saw your answers that you were getting. I don't know if this is the same sequence. It may not be the same sequence, but here they are adding 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 for all, and they are getting 19, 23, and 27. Like, you can easily get this. But which formula are they using here to get the answer as 19, 23, 27? I want us to generate that formula. Now, this is how they generate the formula. For example, if they ask you to get the 100th term of that sequence, it's going to be very hard for you. So this is how they get this formula, and I've just displayed a sample of that table of how the formula is got. But I'm feeling all of you could be tired. Is anyone still willing to learn how to get a formula? By show of hands. If we get 15, we will proceed. If we can't make 15, we'll end here. And I pray that the next teachers who will get you in your respective schools can pick it up from there. How many people are willing to stay and learn how to get this formula? 17. Don't put the thumbs down, just leave your hand down if you can't wait. 10, I want about 15 people, 15 people, 11, more 4 people to go. More 4 people, more 3 people to go. 13, yes, 13 people. More 2 people to go. Can we get the second 2 hands up? Put your hand up if you can wait to get how a formula is generated. Because if you're to get the 100 term here, it's going to be very impossible. We need a lot of time. Can I get the second 2 hands? I want 15 hands up. 15, 15, 14, yes, 14. One last hand. One last hand. Can I get the last hand? Only 1 hand to go out of the 31 people. If 15 hands can go up, oh, there is Angel, there is Patience. Those ones can make the 15 hands. You can put your hands down. I didn't know some people were here. Okay, put down the hands. If you've been given such a sequence, I showed you the sequence that is here. How do you get a formula of this sequence such that for example, if this sequence is that, the way you've seen it, I'm assuming this is our Yaka token. If this is our Yaka token, this is how they have written it, sorry. This is how they have written our Yaka token. It is 3, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27. How do you tell that the next number is this and you use it? That's why I want to show you the formula such that you can always easily tell. So I'm going to show you a formula and I pray you all listen in to see how the formulas are generated. So for you to get the formula, you need a table and the table has to be drawn. And I'm going to draw for you a table here. Instead of having to look for the 100th term, you're supposed to draw a table like this. This table should look like that. The first one should have the term. Which term is that? Remember our sequence is 3. I'm forgetting that sequence. Someone should cram that sequence. It is 3, 7, 11, and 15. 3, 3, 7, 3, 5. I think it has a 5. Who has crammed it? Yes, Jacob, did you cram it?
3, 7, 11, 15, 19.
7, 15, 19. I think this is enough. Okay. The term, so this will be the first term. The second term. The third term. And fourth. 4 terms are enough for us to have. You see, if it is any sequence, the first 4 terms are enough for you to predict. So the value. How are they, what is the value in the first sequence? And how are they getting it? How? General Masara. Yeah, they are inside. I was telling you, this is the term, first term up to the 4th. The value down here is what they give you in the sequence. And how do they get that is where I want you to put all your brain and understand. So the first value is 3. So how do they get 3? It is obviously 3. Now, the second value is 7. How are they getting 7? They are adding 4 to get 7. So on 3, they are adding 4 to get 7. Their next term is 11. Now, how are they getting 11? What is known is 3. A 3 is a constant because 3 was here, 3 was here, 3 was here. So what you ask yourself is on 3, what are they adding to get 11? Can I see by show of hands? Okay, let's write in the chat. I don't want people to write in the chat. On 3, what are they adding to get 11? Yes, Patricia, what are they adding?
I think it's 8.
They're adding what?
8.
They're adding 8 to get 11. Good. They're adding 8 to get 11. Now, this is where the mathematics is. Now, listen to this very attentively. How would you express 8 in terms of 4? How do you express 8 in terms of 4? Because we have known that on every number they are adding 4. 4 is our rule, plus 4 is our rule. So, express 8 in terms of 4. Jacob, have you seen the way they have expressed 8 in terms of 4? Jacob or Aiden, can you express for me 8 in terms of 4? How do I get 4 if I'm expressing it in terms of 4? How do I get 8, sorry? Aiden, open the microphone. or Patricia?
I think it would be 2 times 4.
Correct. It is 2 times 4. You have expressed 8 in terms of 4. Correct. Good. You're going to discover this. I want you to see how they generate this formula. How about the fourth term? The first term is, second term is 7, the third term is 11, the fourth term is 15. How do you think they got 15 in terms of 3? Because 3 is a constant, plus on 3, if I'm to get 15, I add what? Who is giving this us? Who is giving this to us? Yeah, I want to see. What do I add to 3 to get 15? Yes, Namayanja. Namayanja, which school is this? I've not written this.
Our Lady of Good Counsel.
Oh, Namayanja. Proceed. On 3, I add what?
12.
I add 12. Okay.
Yes.
You just told me I add 12 to get 15, which is correct. Now, how do I express 12 in terms of 4? Remember, our 4 is the main value that we are adding. Express 12 in terms of 4. Who has seen this? Jeremiah? Jeremiah's hand has gone down. Jacob, have you seen this? Express 12 in terms of 4.
3 plus 3 times 4.
3 times
4.
Correct. Times 4. Okay, let me add the last one here. You people, the formula has already been almost got. And the fifth term. The fifth term. Now, can we all observe what is happening? Has anyone seen what is happening? You realize that when it was 3, what happened to the number in red? When it is 4, what happened to the number in red? When it is 5, what is going to happen to the number in red? It will be 3 plus what times 4? You realize times 4 is constant, but there is something changing. Take note, take note, take note. On third term, it became this. Who can predict what I'm going to write here? Someone can predict what am I going to write there? What am I supposed to write there times 4? Yeah, someone is using Galaxy tablet. Galaxy tablet, tell me your name. What am I putting there times? Your name is what?
Abigail.
Abigail.
I think you're going to write 4.
I'm going to put 4 here. And why am I putting 4 there? Abigail?
It is increasing by 1.
It's increasing by 1. How about the terms? What is happening to the term? What is happening to the terms? If I'm on the 5th term, what happens down? Yeah, Abigail has seen that for us, but can I hear from someone else? Abigail has seen that from 2, we are going to 3, we are going to 4. Any other person? I want you to use the word terms. The 4th term, what happened to the red value? Like that, like that. I want to assume Aiden has seen this. Unless you want to disappoint. Aiden, what is happening to the terms? Every time we increase our terms?
Every time we increase a term, when we are going to simplify it in the multiplication part, it reduces by 1.
It reduces by 1. Perfect, perfect. If we can clap for this girl. She has seen it. And you realize that every time, yeah, thank you for those who are clapping for the girl she has seen. Every time we have reached the 3rd term, this is changing to 2. We go to the 4th term, this is changing to 3. It is possible that if I tell you that the 100th term, this is now water. It's very easy. It will be 3 plus 99 times 4. I don't know if someone has seen that. Even if I tell you the 1 million term, provided you have discovered that rule, you have handled the whole of it. I don't know whether anyone has seen. Anyone who has seen it, you may not go against it. What have you seen? What have you observed in generating this sequencing? Put your hand up and at least say something. If you've seen whatever Aiden has said, it is well, you can repeat to emphasize. Or if you've seen something new, you can share with us and we see. Jacob, you can pick up from there.
Just as Aiden has said, like when we begin from the second term, going to other terms infinite, we find that on the term, if it's the second, like if it is like in the second term, here we are going to maybe we would have put 3 times 1 times 4, but 1 times 4 is the same as 4. That's why I did not include it there. But once we see the third term, we find that like that's how many times, or the times 4 is expressed in terms of how we added it, it is decreasing by 1. So it will be easy for one to find the other terms by just decreasing, or by, since it is 100, the next term will be 99. Since it is 98, the next term will be 97. So following that sequence, one can easily find the terms. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Audrey? Audrey, say something before I can assume you've understood this as well. Audrey?
What I've noticed, like I'm seeing that when we started on the second term, on the third term, like we said 3 plus 2 times 4. The third, like from 3 from the third term, we subtract it minus 1, then we get 2, which is in red. So each time they tell you like to get the 20th term, you subtract minus 1, then you get 19th, then you multiply times the number which is added to get the next term, then you get the 20th term.
All right, thank you, Audrey. That is a very good observation. We have a lot of noise in the background. Will take about 1 minute. So that was a good observation. It is reducing by 1. And that is how we predict sequences. No one should ever scare you with their sequence, even if they write it hard how. You can even tell them the 1 millionth term. You can even tell them their 1,000th term. Now go and study that Yaka token. Give it time. You can easily predict it. It's very easy. Only that, of course, this is recorded. We cannot even attempt to try to get it. But give it your time. Read through first term, second term, third term. You'll eventually predict the remaining numbers. Even if there were 20 of them, even if there were 30 of them, even if they make them 1 million, you can easily predict them. And before Aiden gives her submission, I want to display our working for this. This is the table that I was trying to tell you. This is the table that I was trying. Of course, the table has changed a little. The position of the term, first, second, third, fourth, 50th, 100th, nth term, like that. Now, the terms, our first term is 3, and our value is 3, and the 7 like that. For the third term, this reduces to 2. Fourth term, this reduces to 3. 10th term, this reduces to 9. Now, no one should ask where the 9 is coming from. If it is 50th term, this reduces to 49. As simple as that. This is the 100th term, this reduces to 99. Now, if you want to get that formula, what if it is not given? Nth term, for example. What happens to the nth term is that you get n minus 1, because this is the term. Assuming n is 5, we subtract 1. That's why this is n minus 1 like that. And the answers here are the same. So you realize that our 100th term is 399. Very easy to get. Now, using this formula, what the formula is, I want to test if people are following. The formula is 3 plus our term here that is changing. This is changing times 4. What if I want to get the 75th term? What is the answer? 75th term. What is the answer? 75th term. It will reduce this to 74 multiplied by 4. I want to see that answer. I want to see if someone has been following here. Maybe 1 minute can be enough for us to get this. If you can't get it within 1 minute, then yeah, let it be now in seconds, 30 seconds. 30 seconds for this. The 75th term. What is that answer? 75th term. Patricia already has an idea. Patricia, what is that answer? Patricia, what is that answer?
308. 308.
308. Good, Patricia. Let me hear from Patricia. There is another Patricia here. Patricia's put her hand. Aiden, what is your answer?
My answer is 299.
299. Okay. Aiden has 299. Jacob, what do you have?
Plus 299.
299. Jacob has 299. Sonia.
I have 299 as well.
299. I think the first girl had an issue, but the correct answer is 299. And how do you get that? This will become 74. 74. So this becomes 3 plus 74 times 4. What is that answer? Someone should use a calculator and give me that. Audrey, 74 times 4. What is that answer?
296.
296. So when you add this, you get 299. Yeah, so if your answer was 299, you tick it. That is how we generate these answers. You're not supposed to break down, dying and saying, now, how do I get this? Start by analyzing that sequence, get the answer. And now this is how the formula is supposed to be. The formula for this is supposed to be, like I told you, we are generating the formula. This is how the formula is supposed to be. The formula is, you remember the formula that we had? We had 8n minus 5. How do we get 9n? 8n minus 5. This is how we get it. We pick it from here. The nth position. Nth position means n that is not known. So we put n. If n is not known, remember what we are doing? We are saying any position, we are subtracting 1 from it. So we say 3 plus that nth position that is not known, which is subtracted 1 from that number, and we multiply this by 4. So this becomes 3. Open that bracket, it becomes 4n minus 4. And this is now 4n. I'm just taking 4n in front, plus 3 minus 4. So this becomes 4n minus 1. This is our formula. If this is the Yaka token, that is the formula they are using. For example, if we want to get the fourth term using this formula, the fourth term will be where there is n, we put 4. 4 times 4 minus 1. This becomes 16 minus 1 will give us 15.
Msajali.
Okay, Sonia.
Mr. Masala.
Okay. Sonia, you had something to say? Unfortunately, my network went off. Are you saying something? Sonia, if you're able to hear me. Or Gabby, are you saying something? Gabby. Audrey, are you saying something? Gabby, your hand is up. Say something, I believe.
My hand.
Gabby, your hand has gone down. Okay. Divine, hey, you help me pronounce that name.